Do you want to make stunning and attractive YouTube thumbnail right from your phone? In this video, I will show you how to use PixelLab to create eye-catching thumbnails that get clicks. Firstly, make sure that PixelLab application is downloaded on your smartphone. If you don't have it, head to your Play Store and search for PixelLab. This is it. So you click on download and download it to your phone. Now you open the app and follow my steps. So this is the interface you will see once you've opened the app, although the colors may be different, but the interface will be the same. I'm going to delete this. So what we are going to do next now is to tap on this icon over here and then click on image size. Click on this arrow down and select YouTube thumbnail. By doing this, this will give us the exact size required by YouTube in creating our YouTube thumbnail. So this is showing 1280 width and 720 height, which is the exact size of YouTube thumbnail. Click OK and then let's get started. Now let's add background. To do this, come over here. Come over to this place and choose colors. So you can decide to use colors, and this is the option for colors. You can select any color of your choice, and if you don't want color, you can click on gradient and select any gradient of your choice. You can also decide to use an image of your choice. All you need to do is to click on from gallery and click an image. I'm going to be using this image for this video. Now click the check button and this has taken the size of our Canva. So once you've done selecting the kind of background you want to use, like I said, you can use a plain background by just using colors, or you import images from your gallery. Now the next thing we're going to do is to add our tests by going to this A icon to add our titles or the text we want to be seen on our YouTube thumbnail. Now I'll click on tests and then I'll go with this example. The most. Now I had to change the font of my text by clicking on AB, which is for the font. Now I'll click on my fonts and use one of my fonts. So after this is done, I can decide to increase this by just drawing it like this, or I will just scroll to size and either increase it or decrease this. After this is done, the next thing I'm going to do now is to add design to my text. So I'll scroll down to backgrounds and then I'm going to enable this. From here, I will increase my left paddling to extend outside a little bit, and then I'll increase my right paddling the same way. Now I'll increase my top paddling and I'll increase my bottom paddling a little. Now if I want the edges of my shape to be curved, I will increase the radius. So I'm going to be using 15 for this tutorial. I think I'm okay with this. So I can decide to change to decrease the size by coming to size and decrease it a little. Now I can change the color of my text by going to colors and then I'll pick a color. Now from here, the next thing I'm going to do is to add shadows to my design. I'll come over to shadows I'll click on shadows and I'll enable this. I can decide to reduce the opacity or the blur radius to my taste, and I can enable the glow, and I'm good to go. From here, I can decide to make my design slant by going to the rotate button and making it a little bit slant. Okay, let me leave it at 5. I think this is good. Now next, I'm going to duplicate this by clicking on copy, and I'll bring it over here. Now from here, I can decide to change my text by clicking on edit, and I'll use something like attractive, the most attractive. So I'll go over to my background and I can decide to change this color to white, and then I can increase the left paddling a bit, and I can increase this one. I can increase the top, and the same for the bottom. Now I can also increase the size of the text and make it bigger. Alright, now let's go to our shadows and reduce it because this is not looking attractive. I'll go over to my shadow and I will decrease this. Now I will increase the opacity a little, and I'll reduce the blur radius. Now I'll go over to change my color so it can go well to my background. I'll change this to black, and you can see how it looks. Now I'll draw this to be closer to the first test, but I'll click on my layers, which is this, and long press this to the back to make the most on top of the attractive test. Now I can click on this and also duplicate by clicking on copy, and I can bring this over here. Now I can decide to reduce this by clicking on size and reducing. So from here, I can edit the text again to whatever I want, like the most attractive thumbnail. So now I want to change the colors again. I'll go over to background, and then I'll change this to black. As you can see, our text is not visible, but don't worry, I will take care of that. I will decrease this and decrease this. I will also decrease my top paddling and the bottom paddling. Okay, now I'll go over to my colors and change this to white, and as you can see, our thumbnail is out. From here, I can decide to move this by clicking on position, and then I'll move it. I decide to bring it forward a bit. Okay. Now you can also decide to add 3D effects by just writing a random text, thumbnail, something like this, creating it, and disabling the background. Turn this off, and then you go over to 3D and you enable this. You can click the oblique option and you scroll to rotate the angles. You can reduce the depths and you can control the colors of the depth by using this. So this is for another kind of design if you want, so you can use this to make other design, but for this tutorial I'm just going to be using the text and the background. Alright, so this is also nice, but I'll delete this now. You can make it even better by adding a cutout photo of yourself or of someone. By doing that, you click on this icon and click on import from gallery and choose a picture. So this is a picture showing someone that is shocked or surprised. You can bring it over here. You can also decide to make it more attractive by adding stroke. You scroll and come over to stroke and enable this. You can increase the stroke width by clicking on this until it is very attractive to you. So in case you don't know how to remove the background from your picture, I would recommend you to use remove.bigg website, or you download the app Photoroom to do this. This will take care of you removing your image background automatically. Now you can decide to add other things like arrows, emojis, or glow effects that you have on your phone or that you've downloaded online. I think I have one on downloaded recently. I'll just click on import the same way I did for the image, and I'll import the arrow. Remember, these little touches like the arrows, the emojis, and the glow effects can boost clicks like crazy. So you can rotate this to anyhow you want it, and as you can see, this is looking awesome. Once you are done with this, tap on this save icon and click on save as image. Now set this to PNG and then you click on save, or you leave this as JPG, then click on custom and change this quality to ultra, then you click on save, and this will automatically save your file. If this helped you, smash the like button, hit the subscribe, and drop a comment if you want more mobile design tutorials. Catch you in the next one.